Hey everyone, today I would like to give you a bit of tutorial on the use of the IFERROR function on numbers as well as the VLOOKUP function. As you can see, I have already prepared for our convenience a production report in spreadsheet, and I have identified the products that I'm going to be using for our calculations like the orange juice, mango juice, strawberry juice. And this is supposed to be a raw materials in concentrate, which we're going to include in our processing. And we're going to be finding out the production volume in liters that we're going to be producing. And then we're going to be finding out the size in milliliters of the bottle. And we're going to be calculating the total bottles that we're going to be producing. And this will be the finished products of the processing. So upon doing calculations, we're going to be encountering some errors in our calculations. So this is the reason why we're going to be using the if error function. So to start off, I would like to start in the production uh, volume in liters. So I'm going to be using the run between function as I have, you know, have given to you in my last video, the run between function. So it should be run between function, the last one, then tab, then the numbers that I'm going to be using here for our calculations would be 100,000. That would be the bottom numbers. And the top numbers would be the 200,000. Then parenthesis, enter. So these are the numbers that we're going to be using. So why we're using run between function, it would be a lot quicker to, I don't have to think about the number. I just think about the top and the bottom numbers. Then presto, we already have our random numbers. Then the next thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to find out the size in milliliters. So let's say we're going to have 300 ml size of the bottle. We're going to have 200. So we're going to have 500 ml. So different sizes, different product type, and different sizes. So let's say we don't know the size yet. So this is to be determined. So we don't know the size yet that we're going to be producing for the pineapple juice. So let's just say it's 0. And for the grapefruit juice, we're going to be using a bottle of 1 liter size. And then the next one, apple juice should be 250 ml. And then let's say the cranberry juice is to be determined or to be decided the size. So let's just say TBD, to be determined or to be decided. And then the kiwi is 300 ml. And then the lemon juice is again TBD. Okay. All right. So we already have the production volume in liters. And we have already the different sizes of the bottle that we're going to be packing our juices. Then the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to find out the total bottles that we're going to be producing as our end result, as our finished product. So this is just a simple calculation. You just say um, this column, which is the B5, we're going to divide that by this column, C5, okay, size in ml. So, okay, so 145,498, you divide by 300, then you end up with 485 bottles with 300 ml size, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just pull it down, okay? So this is what I'm saying before, okay? You have the good results here because we have numbers, but here, since we have 0, so it's an error, okay? And then this one is good, this one is good, this one is all value. because this is not number, this is text, okay, as well as the last one is also value. It's an error. So how are we going to correct this? We don't want these errors, appearing in our column. So what we're going to do, this is now the time that we're going to use our if error. So this is easy thing to do. I'm just gonna, insert the if error function like that. All right. And then put a open parenthesis like that. And then actually I'm going to use two open parentheses. Okay. Because if the first parenthesis for the if error function and the second parenthesis for the to enclose the B5 over C5. Okay. And so the next thing is we're going to close it now, then put a comma, then, okay. So that would be the value is B5 divided by C5, or production in liters divided by size in milliliter, to be able to come up with a bottle, okay, number of bottles. And then after the comma, then we have the value of error. So with value of error, we just say, okay, I'm gonna use TBD. Okay, what's again is TBD? TBD is to be decided or to be determined. Okay, and then we're gonna close it. Okay, then enter. So we already have, before it was like this. Okay, if you look at the formula bar, B is equal B6 divided by C6. But since we changed it, we inserted the if error function, then it's equal sign if error, open parenthesis B5, or production in liters divided by size in milliliters for the value, and then for the value if error is TBD, to be determined or to be decided. So we haven't decided this one. We already decided that's gonna be 300 ml. The next one is decided 200. What we haven't decided yet is the pineapple juice, the cranberry juice, as well as the lemon juice. So what we're gonna do now is just copy it down, okay, as the error disappear. Okay, it replaces with TBD, TBD, and TBD. Okay. Okay, what we're gonna do is we want this to be visible. So we're going to include conditional formatting, just highlights, and then text that contains. Okay, what is the text that we're going to include here that will contain? Again, TBD, to be determined or to be decided. Okay, so okay, since this is not really positive one, so we don't want to use the green light, or rather green color. So we're gonna be using the red, light red fill with dark red text. So this is okay. Just click okay. Now we know already which one is giving us error, but because we inserted the if error function, then it returns the TBD, or to be determined or to be decided. Okay, so that's simple as that. All right. So the next thing that we're gonna do is we're going to, we're gonna find the volume of each product. Let's say this list is very long list. So there are lots of products that being lined up for production. So we're gonna find out. Let's say, for example, let's say we're gonna find out mango juice, right? Okay. So how much? What are the volumes for this? So we're gonna be using the VLOOKUP this time. So VLOOKUP, all right? Then tab, okay? The next, in the argument, we're gonna find out the lookup value. So the lookup value is just this one, mango juice. Okay, it's in F7. Okay, then we're gonna lock it up. Okay, we're going to lock it. So double dollar sign by pressing the F4. And then what else? Then we're going to look at the table array. So the table array would be, all of these are table array, okay, table array. Then lock it up again, F4. And then what's next? The next one is the column index number. So we're gonna count the column numbers, the products number 1, production in liters number 2, size in milliliters number 3, and total bottles is number 4. So the column that we want to find out, because we're going to find out the volume in terms of the total bottles volume produced or the finished products. So it should be number 4, column 4. So that's column 4. Then that's it for the column index number. Then comma. Then we want to find the exact match or exact thing that we're going to find out. So just click the false, right? So after clicking the false, then we're going to put a right, a closing parenthesis, then enter, right? So for mango juice, it's returning 650 volume for mango juice. This is correct, right? So I don't want to type every time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put a equal sign, then just click the orange juice. We want to find out the orange juice. Then okay, so the orange juice is 458 return. Then let's say I'm going to find out the strawberry, for example, or strawberry juice is 248. Okay, and let's find out the pineapple juice. Pineapple juice is something like TBD, to be determined or to be decided. The size of the bottle. So it's okay. Let's say we find the guava. Let's say this is a very long list, as I said. Guava juice. Okay. Okay. Again, there's an error. So again, we don't want error. It's an eyesore. Okay. Error is an eyesore. We don't want eyesore. So what I'm gonna do is, again, I'm gonna be using the if error. So it's easy. You just insert the if error here. Okay. If error. All right. Then if error, then put a parenthesis. Okay. To separate the VLOOKUP function. Okay. Okay. Again, we have already uh, it's the same thing. Same thing. The only thing that is different is that we're gonna add the value if error. So if something happens that the product that we are looking or we be looking up is not in the list, so it will return errors. So if the value is false, value if error, then we're gonna let's just say I'm gonna use none of the products. So it's a text, so you have to use the the quotation mark. If it's a text, then use the quotation mark. Then close it now. Okay. Then okay, there's none. Right? Let's say let's find out whether there's cherry juice. Again, there's none. Let's say we find out there's whether there's a lemon juice. Oh, okay, it returns TBD, to be determined. Let's find out whether there's an apple juice. Okay, it returns 640 bottles. Okay, so this is how you're gonna use the if error on numbers, as well as the VLOOKUP that I have included as well for our lesson for today. So this is it for today, and thank you for watching.